Good afternoon. I'm Heidi Connect in the TV6 newsroom with your on-the-go headlines for Friday, January 31st. We begin with breaking news out of Rock Island this afternoon. The Rock Island County State's Attorney announced she will not charge a Rock Island officer for shooting and killing Jakarta Jackson. Authorities determined that Officer Brett Taylor acted appropriately when he fired his gun into the car, killing the driver, Jakarta A. Jackson, during a traffic stop on January 5th near 12th Street and 21st Avenue. It's a death that sparked outrage and protests from Jackson's family and others who've blasted the police over how they've handled the case. TV6 has a copy of the body cam video that captured what happened. It shows the officer ordering the driver out of the car and breaking the window. The officer is shown reaching into the car trying to get the driver's hand off the steering wheel. You can then tell that the officer is being dragged before shooting the driver. Illinois state law requires an outside agency or task force to investigate an officer-involved shooting. The Rock Island County Integrity Task Force did this investigation and submitted its case to Dora Villarreal, the state's attorney, on January 17th. We have an update to the story about a woman who police say made up a story about her daughter being taken in a stolen car. She's been arrested in Wisconsin. On January 16th, hundreds of police officers and volunteers spent hours searching for the missing 4-year-old. She eventually turned up outside her own house. Yesterday, Rock Island police announced the abduction story was a hoax and issued an arrest warrant for Princess Ilunga for filing a false report. She was arrested in Jefferson County, Wisconsin last night a little after 5. She had her children with her. She was taken to jail pending extradition to Illinois. The kids are now with their father. A Quad City man who has been arrested more than 60 times, dating back to his teens, has had his federal prison sentence commuted by former President Joe Biden. Biden issued thousands of pardons and commutations right before he left office. One of those was for Pacino Turan Hill. In 2010, Hill was sentenced to 20 years in prison after pleading guilty to a drug charge and several other charges. Because of Biden's order, he will get out of prison in July instead of 2029. Hill has several other convictions, including involuntary manslaughter dating back to the 1990s. Now a look at weather in the Quad Cities area. After all the heavy rain early Friday, it might be wise to consider a car wash at some point this weekend while our weather stays mild. All that salt on the roads becomes a car-eating spray early in the day. Our weekend will remain mainly dry with the exception of some possible brief light rain Saturday night. High temperature Saturday will hit near 40. Sunday brings another shot at mid-50s with 40s Monday and then cooler 30s for highs much of the next week. A rain-snow mix chance remains for Wednesday, but the timing and impacts remain to be seen. The weather team will track that system carefully in the days ahead. Stay up to date with the weather team by downloading the KWQC First Alert weather app. That wraps up your on-the-go headlines for Friday, January 31st. In the TV6 newsroom, I'm Heidi Connect.